The number of sexual assault victims goes up every year in South Carolina, but one thing that differs from case to case is the punishment. Jennifer Langren joins us now with more on what state officials are doing to put sex offenders behind bars. Jen.
Well, Andrea, as we told you last night, in the case of Carl Baker Jr., the Kershaw County man convicted of sex crimes against 3 underage women, not all sex offenders serve time in jail or prison. In addition to abolishing parole, Attorney General Henry McMaster says he'd like to see harsher punishments and probations handed out to sex offenders.
I was just sad and depressed and just don't want to live.
It's a feeling this young woman doesn't experience alone, but shares with thousands of other sex assault victims.
He had me terrified where I thought nobody would believe me.
And while it's the job of state prosecutors to bring the people responsible for that fear to justice,
these people need to be taken off the streets.
Justice isn't an easily definable term.
We need to find them, we need to arrest them, and we need to prosecute them, and we need to send them to jail.
Attorney General Henry McMaster is calling on defense attorneys, prosecutors, and judges to do so. Currently in South Carolina, the minimum amount of time a sex offender must face in jail is no time at all.
But there's plenty of time available. That is, a judge can sentence them to a long time if he or she wants to.
McMaster says he'd like to see the bar set higher for state officials who work these cases, from prosecutors arranging stricter plea bargains to judges issuing tougher rulings, such as sex crime convictions be served consecutively instead of simultaneously.
We need sentences that match the crime. If you do the crime, you got to be prepared to do the time.
Substantial time, McMaster says, especially for internet predators, and probation supervised by a judge instead of probation officers.
The experts around the country have said that these men are going to just keep on doing this unless they are locked up or somehow very closely supervised. I believe that.
And give a sense of protection to victims
I couldn't trust nobody
who've already had so much taken away.
because I didn't know who I could trust.
Well, McMaster says it's difficult to say if a minimum mandatory jail sentence should be part of the law for sex offenders because sex offenses include such a wide range of crimes. But the Attorney General did add that therapy and counseling should be a requirement for every person who commits a crime like this.